Now in Good Morning Northwest, your favorite shows may be on their way back with new material. It looks like the more than 4 months long writer's strike may be over.
Well, it's going to be warm today. We're going to have morning showers, and then it's going to get cooler and rainy. We're going to talk about the timing and the temperatures coming up.
And it's a no-kill shelter, or is it? We take you to the protest outside Scraps, where more than a dozen dogs were put down just last week. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Derek Dice. It is Monday, September the 25th. Mark Peterson is here with a look at that first alert forecast. And yeah, might want to keep those rain jackets handy this week, huh?
Yeah, well, if you're heading out the door in the next hour, you should probably have that or an umbrella. We just have some light rain showers, just momentary. They're going to go through and move through our area quickly. It's still dry in Coeur d'Alene, 54. We're going to see with our 4 things you need to know. Warmer conditions today, going to be breezy at times with gusts 30 miles an hour. The rain really will move in tonight. That is going to be progressive through the week. And so therefore, we're going to have a wet week ahead. Here's what we've got when it comes to the Doppler radar right now. And it's a narrow band that is moving through. And we're going to see that continue to move to the north and to the east. So just a few light showers into Coeur d'Alene. But this isn't going to hang around long. It's going to move out, but then we're going to see more coming in tonight. 75 our high today, 78 into Coeur d'Alene. And our day today, we'll start to see increased shower activity about 7, 8 o'clock, highs of 75.
All right, we're following some breaking news. A deadly crash blocked eastbound I-90 near the Thomas Mallon Road exit to Medical Lake for hours overnight. Washington State Patrol says just before 9 o'clock last night, a car driven by 23-year-old Philip Garcia moved into the second lane of the freeway and collided with another car. The car that was hit rolled onto its side. Garcia's car ended up in the median. Police say 32-year-old Jessica Wright, a passenger in the car that was hit, was pronounced dead at the scene. Police charged Garcia with vehicular homicide.
You may have killed these 14 dogs, but we're not going anywhere.
Yesterday, a crowd gathered on Trent Avenue to protest what it claims are unethical euthanasia cases at Spokane County Regional Animal Protection Services, or SCRAPS. Former volunteers and former employees at SCRAPS say the practices surrounding euthanasia aren't up to standard, and now the city of Spokane is advocating for better treatment of those animals.
I think everybody's rallying together and really wants to show Spokane County that we want no kill for our community and we want these animals to be saved.
Council members Karen Stratton and Michael Cathcart are working to enact an ordinance to ensure animals at SCRAPS are euthanized only when necessary.
All around the nation, the Writers Guild of America and major Hollywood studios have reached a tentative deal to end the nearly 5-month-long strike. The WGA announced the tentative agreement in an email to its 11,000 members last night, calling the deal exceptional. The Guild says the leverage generated by the strike is what finally brought the companies back to the table to make a deal. The writers have been on strike since May 2nd, making it the second longest in the union's history. The contract still needs to be ratified by the union's members. In a statement, the WGA said it could authorize members to return to work on Tuesday before the deal is ratified.
Spokane Public Schools is looking to hire more crossing guards. The district says it needs about 20 more to be fully staffed, helping the students navigate traffic and, of course, facing cars that are just going too fast. Dan Johnson, the campus safety specialist for Spokane Public Schools, says the district needs them. Otherwise, teachers and administrators have to be pulled from their other duties to fill the need.
I'm going to come out here and do my best. I mean, that's albeit that it's not what I normally do, but like I said, the safety of the kids is the most important thing. So that's what we have to do.
The district recommends going into your local neighborhood school's office if you're interested in applying to be a crossing guard. There is state-required background check and fingerprinting if you apply, but the district says it is looking at a possibility that it'll waive that fee for you in the future.
2 years ago, a car crash destroyed a Dutch Bros coffee stand and sent several employees to the hospital. After about a month of rebuilding, the stand at 4th and Freya is set to reopen this Wednesday. On the day of the grand reopening, all drinks will be $1 off. Dutch Bros will then donate that dollar from every drink sold to the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Community Center. Now, here are those details again. You can swing by the grand opening anytime this Wednesday for a discounted drink and a chance to help support the community.
We have been watching the construction of the downtown Spokane Stadium and bringing you the latest updates. Well, now the turf is down, the lines painted. One Spokane Stadium is nearly ready for its first games this Thursday, and we are all so excited for the field to come alive. There will be an official ribbon cutting ceremony open to the public tomorrow morning at 11. It's just one of the grand opening events commemorating the years of construction and planning that went into that stadium.
Pretty cool.
It's
Can't wait.
Really fun. Right across the street from us. Good morning, Northwest time is now 6:04.
All right, let's get it back over to Mark Peterson and tracking some, active activity on your radar here.
Very light showers that are coming into Spokane, Deer Park, Coeur d'Alene. They're going to move out quickly, but it's the rain coming in tonight through the end of the week that we're going to be talking about. You can see we do have a little bit of haze out there. It's a mild morning, but light rain into Spokane currently.
And it's been almost 7 weeks since wildfire decimated a historic town on Maui. Some of those who live there are about to see what's left for the first time.
This year is the first year that Badminton Junior World Championships will visit Spokane. I'm reporting live from the podium. Coming up next, I'll tell you some important details that you need to know if you want to try the game.
And if you've enjoyed that 3-year pause on student loan repayments, your first one is about to come due. Just ahead, some advice from the experts.
Stream 4 News now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Live with Kelly and Mark, weekdays.
Joni here at Post Falls Volkswagen with this bold and beautiful Taos. But there's more than just good looks behind this compact SUV. This is the perfect choice because it's also practical and efficient, with driver assist and all the latest enhanced safety features. Plus, the Taos is packed with the useful high-tech features you use every day. If you're thinking of a compact SUV, think Taos at your nearby Post Falls Volkswagen, the home of 0000.
Technology is a growing aspect of our lives, including helping us care for our loved ones. But almost 70% of older adults don't feel that this technology is designed for them. We need to familiarize ourselves with these tools to support our well-being as we age. For more information, visit this website.
When Fred's advertises it, we've got it. Fred's warehouses are loaded with inventory. When your fridge stops working, you need a new one, and you need it now. Fred's has them in stock. The box stores never have this much inventory on hand. You can wait weeks for delivery. At Fred's, get your new appliance the next day. Fred's always has the guaranteed lowest price and shows you competitors' prices on our price tags. Fred's Appliance. We sell appliances, only appliances.
Do you know the secret to losing up to 1 pound of fat every day? At Spokane Weight Loss, we know the secret. Our unique doctor-supervised program makes it easy to lose weight, get healthy, and get your energy back safely, naturally, and effectively. If you'd love to lose unhealthy fat without counting points or calories, no exercising, no prepackaged meals, no HCG, no drugs, no hypnosis or surgery, call Spokane Weight Loss today at 509-381-3388.
Hi, I'm Becca, and I'm from Spokane, and I've lost 68 pounds and 58 inches on Spokane Weight Loss. I feel so much better. I feel a lot healthier, had GERDs and acid reflux for 30 years, and after about 3 weeks on the program, I don't have to take my medication anymore, and now I feel better. I'm stronger, I'm healthier, and I have a better self-esteem.
For your free private weight loss consultation, call Spokane Weight Loss today at 509-381-3388. That's 509-381-3388.
When the Murrays discovered Gain scent beads, they fell in love with the irresistible scent. So did their dog Roger. Gain scent beads keep even the stinkiest stuff smelling fresh.
It's now 8 minutes after 6. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. Russia targeted Ukraine's Odessa with dozens of drones and missiles overnight.
According to Ukrainian officials, the attack included drones and 2 types of missiles and seriously injured a woman with shrapnel. Officials say all of the drones and 11 of the missiles were shot down by air defense forces, but confirmed the attacks hit the port infrastructure in Odessa. The attacks also caused a fire at a defunct hotel.
For the first time since the deadly wildfire on August 8th, some Lahaina residents will be allowed back into their homes this morning in what's expected to be an emotional day in the historic Maui town. Residents and business owners in some of the first zones to be cleared by the Environmental Protection Agency will be allowed to go back into the destruction area with escorts. About 464 properties have been cleared by the EPA so far.
The Pacific Northwest is bracing for a powerful atmospheric river from Northern California to Western Oregon and here in Washington. Heavy rain and risk of landslides. Flood watches have also been issued for those areas. This rainfall is a welcome relief as California and Oregon experience severe drought. It could also help contain several fires along the coast.
As we look at our 10-second takeaway, some of that moisture is going to be hitting us like right now. We do have some light rain showers, but really we're going to see that come in tonight. It's going to be clouds and warmer today, light layers, breezy at times, 75 our high.
After more than 3-year pause, interest on student loan debt started accruing again at the beginning of the month, and payments on those balances will resume October 1st. ABC's Tim Pulliam has some tips for those of you who are affected.
Earlier this year, the Supreme Court struck down President Biden's student loan debt cancellation plan. And now, after more than 3 years, Americans with student loans will have to start paying those debts again.
I really don't know quite how I'm going to be able to swing these payments again.
Emily Irwin, Senior Director of Advice at Wells Fargo, recognizes the difficult position borrowers are in.
Understandably, this is something that even though it's been a pause, it felt permanent because it was so long, but it is coming. We really have to be able to set aside any anger or disappointment that changes weren't made with respect to loan forgiveness, because this can affect your financial future.
She says it's time to get organized. Make a detailed list of your loans, including the loan provider, outstanding balance, and interest rate. Distinguish whether it's a private loan or publicly funded through the federal government. For the latter, she recommends setting up automatic payments.
If you do that, you're going to receive a 0.25% off your interest with any federal loan. Many, if not most, private loans also offer you that discount on your interest rate.
Next, Irwin says to re-examine your budget. Look at your income and your expenses and allocate a new bucket to the student loan payments.
If you have a little bit of extra, you might even want to throw a little bit of extra dollars every single month towards that student loan payment that has the highest interest rate.
Tackling loans with the largest interest rates first can mean paying less money in the long run. But at the very least, she says, make the minimum payments. And if you're unable to, there are resources available. You can start with studentaid.gov to research repayment programs such as an income-driven plan and look into what types of deferment or forbearance options may be available to you based on a change of circumstances over the last 3 years. Tim Pulliam, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Good morning. Northwest time is now approaching 6:12.
All right, it's not exactly your backyard game of badminton. Coming up, the World Junior Championships are here in Spokane. We'll take you back to the podium for live reports as people from all over the world are about to compete.
Fall is here, and you're going to need a bigger wallet because you could win a fortune. Qualify in Kootenai Casino's Hot Spins or Weekend Super Spins, and you could walk away with a ton of cash. Kootenai Falls Lodge rooms are just $99 a night midweek. Riverview rooms are just $119 a night. Fill up your wallet at the Kootenai Casino this fall by calling 888-YOU-ARE-LUCKY or visit KootenaiRiverInn.com.
In 10 years, Lisa Schneider will have an amazing second act, thanks to career reskilling courses from AARP to help make sure her income lives as long as she does. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
We're all button pushers, double tappers, swipers, and now car buyers. Start your search online at AutoNation Toyota and finish in store. Drive new 2023 Toyota models with low 3.99% APR financing. We'll even buy your car, any maker model, and pay you on the spot. Hurry to AutoNation Toyota, part of the automotive group with the most 5-star reviews. What drives you drives us. AutoNation Toyota.
And then America's most watched morning show.
Good morning, America.
Get $200 when you open a new checking account with Horizon Credit Union. When you bank with us, you'll get expert guides to help you on your financial journey. A pathfinder, an advisor, a teammate, a guardian, and peace of mind wherever you're headed next. So, if you're ready for a better banking experience, sign up in branch or online with the promo code GET200. Horizon Credit Union. Your path, our purpose.
Go, Chiefs, go! Making a move right side, puts it on net, shoots, and scores! The right side, holds it, turns, fires on net, shot, scores!
Your Spokane Chiefs home opener is this Saturday, September 30th against the Tri-City Americans. New this year, all Saturday night home games start at 6:05. It's Blue Moon opening night. The party starts at 3 at the arena main gate. Doors open at 5. The Chiefs home opener this Saturday, September 30th. Get there early. All brought to you by Blue Moon Brewing Company. Puck drops at 6:05. For tickets, go to SpokaneChiefs.com.
Weeknights, Carol Burnett reaches for the MeTV comedy stars. Mr. Alan Alda.
Poof, a star is born.
Mr. Andy Griffith.
I'm right here.
You like hillbillies?
Movie stars.
You all know him from Green Acres, Mr. Eddie Albert.
Wonderful. Now we're getting somewhere.
And very funny, Mr. Larry Hovis.
That's a good idea.
Let's Carol Burnett, ladies and gentlemen.
Watch MeTV's comedy stars over the air on KXLY 4.2.
4 News Now is brought to you by Mysticwa Casino Hotel in Chewelah.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
Good morning and welcome back. It's now 6:15. More than 400 athletes from around the world will compete in the Badminton World Federation Junior Championships. They start today.
Yeah, and this is the first time the United States has ever hosted these championships, so we're super excited to have it right here in Spokane. Ariel Drayton is live at the podium where those championships will be held, and obviously this is a big deal for the city.
Yes, we're here at the podium, and you can see that they already have the court set up for the junior athletes to come and compete. I actually have the head coach here with me, Andy Trong, and the assistant coach here with me, Henry Winardo. Andy is going to explain to us the important details that you want to make sure you know when playing a game of badminton, while Henry will stand as his opponent. So without further ado, I'll let these two guys do what they do best and give you guys a taste of what the game of badminton looks like.
So we're going to start with a drive. If you notice a drive, the bird will go flat. Then this is a drive. The next one is a clear. We're going to get the bird as far as possible.
Going fast. Okay, Henry, I see you.
And then the drop. When I do the drop, Henry will do the lift.
Well, while these guys finish up their game of badminton, I'll let you guys know some important details that you don't want to miss at the World Junior Championships this weekend. It'll be from the 25th to October 8th. Podium, kids that range from ages 7 to 19. If you need more information on how you can attend the Badminton World Junior Championship, please visit KXLY.com. Reporting from the podium, I'm Ariel Drayton, 4 News Now.
Kids as young as 7 will be there.
Can you imagine, like, qualifying for the World Championships at such a young age? I also said it's $5 million in economic impact for Spokane, so pretty cool deal.
Yeah, welcome to town.
Yeah, of course, it's happening on the other side of that turf there from One Spokane Stadium.
Yeah, and you're talking about some rain coming in.
Going to be some rain, so it's going to be good to see an indoor sport that's being played for the first time. I think it's wonderful. I've never seen a badminton game I've been playing look like that.
Yeah, shocking. Any of us.
It's amazing. Oh, it's pretty cool. All right, so here we go. We are going to cool down. We're going to see rain showers not only this evening, but all the way Tuesday, Wednesday, and in towards the end of the week. But chances decreasing as we get into the weekend. 75. Again, we've seen a few light morning showers. Those are going to push out rather quickly. Behind that, some gusty southeast winds. Tonight, it's going to be gusty southwest winds and gusts to 20 miles an hour. 52 for the overnight low. Here is the look of what we can expect when it comes to the timing of the rain. Now, we're going to expect to see 1/4 to 1/2 inch by the time this is all said and done by Friday. So the showers that we're going to be getting over the next 4 days are going to be light rain that, again, will be with us. We're going to see these bands come in each and every day. There's Wednesday. We're going to see that, a break, and then another round on Thursday. This is a huge low, and these bands, again, are going to come across about every 12 hours. hours, and we're going to see a return of more rain then drying out. 75 our high today, 78 into Coeur d'Alene, 78 into Ritzville, 77 Tri-Cities. But look at Lewiston, LC Valley nearing 90 degrees. This is the heat that's in front of that cold front that's going to be coming in association with that rain. So 75 today, 70's a normal high, 63 Tuesday, and then we're going to be hovering in the upper 50s all the way through Saturday. All right, it is a Monday, and you know what that means. It's time for our Pet of the Week.
If you are looking for a furry friend that is small, quiet, and very friendly, consider one of these adorable bunnies. Rabbits can make great companion animals and can be litter box trained. Currently, Companions Animal Center has a litter of 4 one-month-old rabbits, Skippy, Sparkle, Winky, and Autumn. Almost any time of year, you'll find rabbits in need of a good home. Stop by and see for yourself on Tuesday through Sunday, starting at noon each day, or visit our website at companionsanimalcenter.org for more information on these and the dozens of other animals that are available for adoption.
I think if you're getting 2, you probably should go with Skippy and Winky. They sound like they belong together.
Sparkle, kind of. Skippy and Sparkle.
Yeah. All right. Good morning, Northwest. Time is now 6:20. The Cougs are moving on up. We'll tell you how high they climbed in the latest AP poll following that big win over the Beavers.
And thanks for waking up with Good Morning Northwest on your Monday. Back after this break.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Spokane Boys Fall Sale is in full bloom, continuing through October. They have a large selection of water features, fountains, concrete statuary, and fire pits available. Now is a great time of year to plant. Stop in today to pick up your trees, shrubs, and landscape materials before Old Man Winter sets in. And yes, Spokane Boys does deliver. Stop by Spokane Boys Nursery Fall Sale going on now through October. 1113 East Francis in North Spokane.
Sorry about that car accident. Got that insurance claim check for you.
I gotta call SWAP. I gotta call SWAP.
Here you go.
That's it? I'm calling them.
You forgot your check.
Craig Swap & Associates is on your side. We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Hondas are piggy banks on wheels. Stylish, athletic piggy banks that save you money at every glorious turn. Legendary fuel efficiency, famous for its resale value, and now with great deals including 2 years complimentary maintenance, it's your chance to get into America's best value brand. So start saving money and drive happy as a pig in. See your Inland Northwest Honda dealer today. Honda can handle it.
It's a vintage sale like no other. Custer's 48th annual Fall Antique and Collector Sale this Saturday and Sunday at the Spokane Fair and Expo Center. Dealers from across the Northwest will be selling everything from rare to retro. With thousands of unique items and so much variety, the fun is in the find. Single day admission $7. Tickets on sale now at CusterShows.com. Custer's Fall Antique and Collector Sale this Saturday and Sunday at the Spokane Fair and Expo Center. Presented by Jim Custer Enterprises.
Considering selling your RV? R&R wants it. Tired of paying storage fees? R&R needs it. Just don't use it anymore? R&R will buy it. Due to a critical shortage of pre-owned RVs, R&R RV is currently paying our absolute top dollar for your used RV. Any year, any make, any model. Turn your RV into cash or flip it for a newer model. So if you no longer use it or want it, let R&R RV buy it. Visit the R&R RV Superstore in Liberty Lake or call Keith at 509-499-2601.
It's now 6:23. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. And the Seahawks overcame a slow start yesterday to pick up their second win of the season.
Yeah, Pete Carroll probably wasn't thrilled as he watched his team kick 5 field goals early on against the Panthers, but they finally found the end zone late in the third quarter. Kenneth Walker here from a yard out, 22-13 Hawks.
And Washington State moves up 5 spots to number 16 in this week's AP Top 25 following their big win over Oregon State Saturday night. It's the highest ranking for the Cougs since the 2018 season when they finished the year at number 10. WSU is one of 6 Pac-12 teams that are ranked in this week's poll. The Cougs are on a bye this week before visiting UCLA on October 7th.
All right, Monday Night Football takes over our airwaves at 4 o'clock this afternoon when the Philadelphia Eagles take on the Tampa Bay Bucks. You can catch special editions of 4 News Now before the game at 3 o'clock and then again after the game at 8. Hope you'll join us for those. All right, Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:24.
Spokane was investigating harassment claims against its former city administrator. When he quit, the investigation ended. I'll tell you why at least one council member wants to relaunch it.
And preparing for the worst, what the government is doing as the deadline for a shutdown is fast approaching. Before we go to break, though, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America starting at 7 o'clock.
In this morning's GMA First Look, Damian Pickett, who was at the center of that violent and viral Alabama boat dock brawl, speaking for the first time.
I didn't expect this to happen at work today. I was expecting another peaceful, nice cruise.
4 of the boaters involved in the violence aimed at Pickett, pleading not guilty to misdemeanor assault charges. When asked about the incident, the defendants telling ABC News they had no comment. But Pickett telling Robin Roberts about the altercation.
What's going through your mind at that time?
The people of the boat, their safety. Getting them in, getting everybody off, and getting them home. Plus, I'm thinking about his boat also. Because if our boat hits his boat, it's going to sink.
And coming up at 7 a.m., more of Robin's interview with Pickett and the friends who jumped in to help him. With your GMA First Look, I'm Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
Don't mind me. I'm just the flu. I'm quite harmless, really. And when people ask, but aren't you linked to dangerous flu complications like pneumonia, heart attack, and hospitalizations? I just say, but I'm just the flu. It's him. Who? I'm just the flu.
Fight the flu with higher dose flu vaccines from Sanofi. They're proven to provide better flu protection than standard dose flu shots in older adults. They've even been shown to better protect against flu-related complications.
Don't get Fluzone high-dose quadrivalent if you've had a severe allergic reaction to its components, including egg products, or after previous dose of flu vaccine. Don't get Flublok quadrivalent if you've had a severe allergic reaction to its components. Tell your healthcare professional if you've had severe muscle weakness after a flu shot. People with weakened immune systems may have a lower vaccine response.
Demand more from your flu shot. To get a Sanofi vaccine, make sure to ask for it by name. Schedule your Sanofi flu shot, available at these preferred national pharmacies.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Inside Edition.
These are the stories that impact your life.
Hi, I'm Randy, owner of Rooter 911 Sewer and Drain.
Sewer and drain cleaning at half the price of the larger competitors.
24/7 service for all of your sewer and drain cleaning needs in Spokane, 535-3136.
Your whole health is more than what you find at the doctor's office, because it's all around you. The food you eat, what makes you happy, and what keeps you up at night. The place you call home. It's why we created a health insurance company that considers so much more. WellPoint, your whole health is our whole point.
At Becker Buick GMC, we strive to make every experience easy and stress-free, from purchase to service. Whether it's just a routine oil change or a surprise check engine light, you can count on honest, quick, and dependable service from Becker Buick GMC. Our techs are factory trained and certified to diagnose and repair your vehicle and get you back on the road quickly and safely. Call today or head to BeckerBuickGMC.com to make an appointment.
You should Angie that.
Angie, what?
Angie that. It means comparing custom quotes from skilled service professionals or booking at an upfront price so you can find the best price for you. Get started today at Angie.com.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning, Northwest. I'm Derek Dice.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Monday, September 25th. Let's check in with Mark in our first alert forecast. Looks like some Seahawks colors on your Doppler there.
Exactly. And they're winning as well. We do have, again, some scattered showers that have been pushing through and now moving out of Spokane into Deer Park and up north towards Newport. It's been just very light showers, trace amounts. That'll continue to be the trend to the north of us. Behind that, we're going to see more showers coming in. We've got the dark clouds. We've had some isolated showers right now sitting at 56 with light winds. Looking pretty good. Here's a look at the 4 things you need to know. It is going to be warmer today. It's going to be breezy at times this afternoon. Rain is moving in tonight, and we're going to have a wet week ahead with bands of light rain coming across. Highs today above average. 70s a normal high. We're going to be at 75, 78 in Coeur d'Alene. The LC Valley, 88 degrees. We're going to see, again, cloud cover. Highs today is 74, and then 7, 8, 9. We'll see those rain showers coming in for light rain overnight.
Mark, thank you. Today, the Spokane City Council could vote to launch a new investigation into former city administrator Johnny Perkins. The original investigation ended abruptly when Perkins resigned, but the investigator found that Perkins violated the city's sexual harassment policy, used inappropriate language, and caused low morale. Councilmember Zach Sapone is calling for an independent investigation to see if there was any potential oversight from the city's administration.
Is it a training problem? Is it a policy problem? What allowed the situation to occur? And how can we learn from that to improve our practices as a city so that everyone in our organization can feel safe when they come to work?
The city responded to this potential investigation, saying the situation involving Perkins has already been dealt with and handled appropriately. Some council members say opening up another investigation could be harmful to the employees involved, forcing them to relive the experience.
Also, today's Spokane City Council vote on a resolution that could formally denounce Mayor Nadine Woodward for a public appearance she made at a religious rally. Last month, Woodward joined former state representative Matt Shea on stage. Sean Foyt, described by Rolling Stone as a MAGA pastor, asked for a prayer over Woodward and offered a blessing for her reelection. Today's resolution says that community members are concerned about the implications of Woodward accepting support from Matt Shea. An investigation into Shea had found that he has engaged in domestic terrorism. The resolution states the people of Spokane deserve leadership with the highest standards of integrity, empathy, and respect for all, regardless of their background or beliefs. The council meeting is at 6 this evening. You can find links to the full resolution and the city council meeting agenda on KXLY.com.
All right, we're taking a live look at the Capitol right now, where the deadline for a government shutdown is days away, and Washington, D.C. is preparing for the worst. Congress has until this Saturday to make a deal to keep the government funded. But even as the devastating shutdown appears imminent, some House Republicans are rejecting Speaker Kevin McCarthy's pitch for a short-term bill, calling a continuing resolution, which would temporarily keep the lights on and the government operating.
Is that something that you would support?
No, ma'am.
Should the shutdown occur, nearly 4 million federal employees will be affected immediately, including the non-essential workers being furloughed until the shutdown is over. But it would also have a snowball effect across the U.S. The White House says it could force millions of government workers, including military troops and law enforcement agents, to work without pay. Funding for disaster relief would be in jeopardy, and 10,000 children would lose access to Head Start. Travel will be affected as well, with air traffic controllers and TSA workers not getting paid to work. The leaders of the bipartisan House Problem Solvers Caucus say all options are on the table to force a vote on a plan to keep the government funded through January 11th.
In news for your health this morning, today you can start ordering free at-home COVID tests again. The Department of Health and Human Services says U.S. households can order 4 free tests at covidtest.gov, and they'll be delivered for free by the U.S. Postal Service. The Biden administration announced last week it will resume offering at-home COVID tests as the virus gains a stronger foothold nationwide.
And new on Good Morning Northwest, prices are not letting up at the pump. According to Gas Buddy's survey of 187 gas stations in Spokane, prices have risen 3.5 cents in the last week, now averaging $4.73 a gallon. That is 3.8 cents higher than it was a month ago. In Idaho, the average is $4.11 a gallon, which is actually down 1.2% from, or excuse me, I said that last hour too, 1.2 cents, not percent, from last week.
Many people who lost everything in recent wildfires don't know how or where they can apply for grants. Kimberly No lost her home in the Gray Fire. She and her husband quickly found out they were underinsured. She immediately began looking for financial help online. That's when she came across the Spokane Association of Realtors.
One from the association called me and made sure everything was correct and helped me finish out some fine-tuning of it, and the grant was submitted, and I should see that money. So that was, I want to say early last week. And I should see the money next week.
Grants with the Spokane Realtors Association can be up to $2,000. Reimagine Medical Lake is another organization that is taking grant applications. We have some information on applying on KXLY.com.
All right, good morning Northwest time is just about 6:35 now.
All right, as we head out this morning, might see some rain.
Some light sprinkles out there still remain in the region, but it's going to be cloudy and it's going to be relatively mild. So just light layers because it's going to be pretty warm coming home. Temperatures are going to be in the mid-70s. We have the cloud cover. You can see it there. We're going to talk more about your air quality and when that rain starts, really for our area that's coming up.
And spending any time in the hospital can be frightening for a young child and the parents. In our Miracle Monday story after the break, the special people who make the stay much more bearable.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
The road can be a crazy place. Uh-oh! That's why Les Schwab Tires fixes brakes, steering, and more. And those guys don't. Keep driving. I'm just glad Les Schwab puts my safety first, so I can backseat drive with confidence.
During our fall tire sales, save up to $250 on a set of 4 select tires. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
4 News Now and STCU are recognizing volunteers who make a difference in our community. Today we honor Jeff Sherwood.
A dedicated volunteer with Habitat of North Idaho, Jeff leads with compassion, supporting employees and customers each week.
Jeff volunteers and contributes to Habitat for Humanity's rehab shop in Hayden.
When I come here, I'm happy, and I'm happier when I leave. It doesn't get any better than that.
Jeff offers endless contributions and support to the shop. Thanks to STCU for helping to make sure volunteers count.
Do you know the secret to losing up to 1 pound of fat every day? At Spokane Weight Loss, we know the secret. Our unique doctor-supervised program makes it easy to lose weight, get healthy, and get your energy back safely, naturally, and effectively. If you'd love to lose unhealthy fat without counting points or calories, no exercising, no prepackaged meals, no HCG, no drugs, no hypnosis or surgery, call Spokane Weight Loss today at 509-381-3388.
Hello, I am Jacqueline. I have lost nearly 20 pounds with Spokane Weight Loss. I have gone from a size 18 down to a size 14 in just about 30 days. I wanted to make a change, make a healthy change. Part of what I loved about it was teaching me how to eat and using food for fuel.
For your free private weight loss consultation, call Spokane Weight Loss today at 509-381-3388.
You can start your day wanting an all-natural pregnancy and end it wanting an epidural. It's called being human. A human who takes care of their eyes, then stares at their phone, who embraces self-care and believes beauty is worth some pain. So go ahead and do your 10-step skincare routine and make the 11th sun. Teach your kids that aging is beautiful while trying to prevent it. With traditional medicine and alternative remedies, there's no wrong way to treat life at Rite Aid. And now get your flu shot with easy scheduling, fast appointments, plus walk-ins available daily.
It's now 6:38. Having to take a child to the hospital is a terrifying experience, not only for the child, but the parents. And when a diagnosis requires overnight stays, that anxiety really kicks in.
Yeah, Providence Sacred Heart Children's Hospital tries to make that experience a little less scary by pairing kids with a child life specialist, a sort of built-in hospital buddy. Marissa Rio shares the story of a young girl who's been a patient at the hospital for years and has made lifelong friends with the specialist she was paired with.
The Youngs are a local family that have taken their daughter to Sacred Heart Children's Hospital since she was only 2 years old. She is now 9 and has gone through countless surgeries. An exact diagnosis has still not been found. The family says they couldn't have done this without their child life specialist.
I was in a lot of pain. I kept calling for Leah, and one of the times she wasn't there, and she came right up. Even though she was doing something, she always has been there for me.
Callie met Stevens the first time she was admitted. It was a terrifying time for the entire family.
When Callie was just 2, right after her 2nd birthday, we brought her in what was the beginning of a seizure and didn't know anything beyond that in the middle of a scary, snowy snowstorms.
Callie stayed in the hospital for 23 days after that. As she got closer to discharge, she was introduced to Stevens.
My first thought probably was we were going to be really, really good friends.
And Callie was right. The two of them play games, do arts and crafts, and even run down the halls together. Stevens says she's seen Callie grow so much over the past 6 years.
The first time I met her, it used to take so many attempts to get IV in her. And we used to have to use nitrous, which is like laughing gas, to just kind of help calm her body enough to get through it. And now she's doing procedures completely independent of even her mom being in the room.
Callie's mom says sometimes when Callie is screaming in pain, all she wants is Stevens.
And when Leah enters the room and you see her smile and it's just that peace, you can't
take that away from me.
Yeah, I just can't put it into words how much of a relief and gift it is to us to then sit back and go, you're not kidding, it really is going to be okay.
The Young say Providence Sacred Heart Children's Hospital makes this process feel a lot more doable. The Youngs now visit the hospital on a monthly basis, and Callie always has Stevens there to cheer her on. But none of this would be possible without donations. For information on ways that you can help more kids like Callie, you can visit our website at kxly.com. Reporting in studio, Marissa Rio for News Now.
20 minutes before 7 o'clock, your 10-second takeaway. It's going to be clouds, going to be warmer today, but we are going to see again some light rain showers that are going to kick up tonight. It's going to be breezy before they get here, and our high today is going to be 75 degrees.
It was the inaugural running of the Boulevard Race yesterday. The 4-mile race raised money for the fight against cancer. Supporters, organizations, and bands cheered on runners from the sidelines.
Nobody seemed to be, too worried about their time. They were more worried about having fun and getting out and going for a walk.
About 2,000 people joined that first ever race through downtown Spokane and Brown's Edition, and then got those cool shirts too. Nice start though.
Yeah,
That's
great.
A lot of people. It's now 6:41.
All right, Ariel Drayton is at the podium this morning where Spokane is about to be center stage for a world tournament.
Every championship requires preparation. I'm Ariel Drayton reporting from the podium. Coming up next, I'll tell you how these junior athletes prepare to become the next world champion.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
I think at Hospice of Spokane, it's not just a job. It's a career, but it's also a passion. Nurses, the social workers, the chaplains, the health aides, they just do a phenomenal job, and they get to know the clients. They don't come to treat just the client. They come to embrace the family as a whole.
To serve with the region's #1 hospice team, visit hospiceofspokane.org.
If you're driven by an adventurous heart, you're in luck. The 2024 Subaru Outback shares your spirit. With standard symmetrical all-wheel drive and up to 32 miles per gallon. Plus, 97% of Outback vehicles sold in the last 10 years are still on the road today. The 2024 Subaru Outback. Go where love takes you.
Drive new Subaru models with 4.9% financing at AutoNation Subaru.
It's time to gear up for fall with Pape Machinery. With our limited time cash discounts, you can get a new John Deere 3025E for only $23,500. Add any of our hundreds of implement offerings and make quick work of your upcoming projects. Don't wait. Contact your local Pape Machinery Ag and Turf store today. Inventory at this price won't last long. Pape keeps you moving.
Winning a new Yukon Denali at Northern Quest is easy.
Sending your other car to live on a farm upstate? Well, you'll get over it. Don't miss the $116,000 Yukon Rush giveaway with the grand prize drawing this Friday at Northern Quest. Play daily with your Camus Rewards card to enter, and you could be driving home in a brand new GMC Yukon Denali at the end of the month. Details at northernquest.com.
Progressions Credit Union is here to give you the 411 on how you can earn 4.11% APY with Kasasa Cash Checking. It's easy. Qualify to earn rewards like ATM surcharge refunds up to $25 for doing everyday account activities. Activities like one direct deposit or ACH deposit or withdrawal, 12 monthly debit card transactions, and enrolling in e-statements. Call or go to progressionscu.org today and ask about our limited time offer of $200 cash bonus when you open a Kasasa account.
4 News Now is brought to you by Washington Trust Bank.
Welcome back. 400 badminton athletes from around the world have made their way to Spokane for the Junior World Championships.
Yeah, championships start today, goes all the way through October 8th. All these athletes are younger than 19 years old. Ariel Drayton is live at the podium to teach us some badminton skills that you're going to see on the court.
Yes, I'm actually here with the CEO, Linda French of Badminton USA, and she's a recent Olympian herself. She placed 1992 in Barcelona, Spain, and 1996 in Atlanta, Georgia. So now that you're the CEO and you're here again at the Badminton World Championship, how does it feel for this moment to come full circle?
I'm so excited to have the talent level of these 38 teams that have come to compete here in Spokane these next 2 weeks. It's going to be a phenomenal event. I hope everybody comes out and sees it.
And being that you're the CEO, you're setting the bar high for these new athletes that are coming in. What are you preparing them for the championship?
Well, we came in 6th last year in Spain. We're hoping to improve on that as a team, and we have some very talented individuals that will have good results in the individual event.
And to all of our new badminton athletes that are joining this year, do you have any advice for them?
Well, I think the main thing is to come out and share badminton with everybody and compete as a team and try your best and have a good time.
And we'll give you guys a glimpse of what the Badminton World Championship already looks like. The championship will be from September 25th to October 8th at the podium, 511 West Dean Avenue in Spokane. This will be for over 400 athletes traveling from more than 40 countries to compete on 9 competition courts and 10 warm-up courts. This will generate over $5 million in tourism spending here in Spokane. If you need more information regarding the Badminton World Championship, please visit us on KXLY.com. Reporting at the podium, I'm Ariel Drayton, 4 News Now.
Okay, 92 and 96 Olympian.
Yeah, very, very exciting. Who knew? Like, in my mind, badminton is a leisurely game. That's intense.
It's a much different game when you watch them play it, for sure.
They're really slamming it.
Yeah,
I mean,
great.
And
it's exciting.
Hand-eye coordination.
Fast pace, yeah.
Yeah, props. All right, here we go. We're seeing or perhaps noticing that there's a little haze in the air. We've got moderate air quality. We had a prescribed burn yesterday. We had some of that smoke pull into our area. Even though we've had these light rain showers that are rolling through, we're going to continue to probably have that air quality in moderate. So here's the live satellite and radar, and you can see we've had just a little bit of light shower activity moving in and out of our area. We're going to see more of that banding or more of that those rain showers coming our way. Really, again, tonight through Tuesday, again on Wednesday, Thursday. Then we start to see them diminish a little bit on Friday. The weekend, a 20 to 30% chance of scattered showers. 75 will be our high today. Again, we're going to see that rain coming in tonight, 7, 8 o'clock. We're going to have that light rain overnight, expecting maybe a 1/10 to 1/1500ths of an inch. And it's going to continue to really pile up into the higher elevations, where the lower elevations, we're going to pick up maybe a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch by Friday as we see this. But again, maybe a 1/4 inch by Wednesday, and then we're going to see that thing really improve and taper off. So it's not going to be a ton of rain for eastern Washington, but it's going to be much needed, and we could use even more of it. So we'll see this continue to come through, like I said, in waves. Tuesday at 5 o'clock. coming in Wednesday, about another 12 hours. After that leaves, we get it sort of rebuilt into here. We're going to have the rain shadow, that classic rain shadow, into the central part of the state as these bands cross over the Cascades. A few scattered showers, but you see Wenatchee, Moses Lake may be out of the mix for some of it. We're going to be into the mid to upper 70s today, so it's that warm air that's dammed in front of a cold air system. That comes across along with that atmospheric river we've been talking about. Pullman's going to be at 78, St. Mary's 79, Tri-City 77. But look at Wenatchee and Winthrop into the 60s. We're going to get into the 60s tomorrow as we see our high today of 75. Rainy 63, 60 on Wednesday, upper 50s. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 61, partly cloudy. So here is that look at those trends. The white line that's going across is the average high of 70.
Whoa.
Whoa, whoa. And then we see that come down, but we also see the temperatures come up next week to more near normal.
Okay.
Below average week with above average precipitation.
That's quite the dip, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sure is. Right. Holy cow.
Mark, thank you. Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:49.
Thanks for waking up with Good Morning Northwest on your Monday, your morning sprint. Coming right up.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Carpet Barn.
ABC's World News Tonight at 4 News Now, when the local story is national news.
When national stories hit home. Watch ABC World News Tonight at 5:30.
And 4 News Now at 6. That's what we mean when we say expect more.
Does your current roof have moss growing on it? Is it worn out or tattered? Have you recently seen the heat and electric bills going up? Then it may be time for you to get a new roof from McVeigh Brothers. McVeigh Brothers is the only 5-star certified select shingle master contractor in the Inland Northwest. We also have great financing options to help you out, like no money down and up to 12 years low interest financing. So you can get everything you want now and pay for it later. At McVeigh Brothers, we're always working for you.
If you're looking to score big on the best lineup of new and used vehicles, then come on down to Findlay.
At Findlay Downtown Toyota, we are loaded with new Tundra and Tacoma trucks, as well as brand new all-wheel drive SUVs just in time for winter. And if you're looking for a quality used vehicle, we are full of great choices that come with a 3-month, 3,000-mile warranty.
So if you're looking for a touchdown of savings, you can find it at Findlay. Findlay Toyota's downtown.
You know, if you were cash back and you could earn on everything with just one card, Chase Freedom Unlimited. So if you're off the racking or crab cracking, you're cash backing. Cash back on flapjacks, baby backs, or tacos at the Taco Shack.
Nah, I'm working on my 6-pack.
Switch to a King Suite.
Or book a silent retreat.
Silent retreat? Oh, hold up. Yeah, I can't talk right now. I'm at a silent retreat. Cash back on everything you buy with Chase Freedom Unlimited with no annual fee. How do you cash back? Chase, make more of what's yours.
At Amica, we know the most important part of the car is the driver.
You've got the love.
I'm so glad you're okay.
I know I can count on you.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now. This Good Morning Northwest morning sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It is 6:52, time to get you ready to take on your Monday in the morning sprint.
We're expecting some rain around dinner time today. Mark Peterson has your forecast just ahead.
Ariel Drayton is live with details on the World Junior Championships for badminton.
But first, we're following some breaking news. Just west of Spokane, a deadly crash blocked eastbound I-90 near the Thomas Mallon Road exit for 5 hours overnight. Washington State Patrol says just before 9 o'clock, an eastbound car driven by 23-year-old Philip Garcia of Spokane moved into the second lane of the freeway and collided with another car. The car that was hit rolled and came to rest on its side. Garcia's car ended up in the median. Police say 32-year-old Jessica Wright, who was a passenger in the car that was hit, was pronounced dead at the scene. Police charged Garcia with vehicular homicide.
Today, the Spokane City Council could vote to launch a new investigation into former city administrator Johnny Perkins. The original investigation ended abruptly when Perkins resigned, but the investigator found that Perkins violated the city's sexual harassment policy, used inappropriate language, and caused low morale. Councilmember Zach Sapone is calling for an independent investigation to see if there was any potential oversight from the city's administration.
Also today, the Spokane City Council vote on a resolution that could formally denounce Mayor Nadine Woodward for a public appearance she made at a religious rally. Last month, Woodward joined former state representative Matt Shea on stage. Sean Foyt, described by Rolling Stone magazine as a MAGA pastor, asked for a prayer over Woodward and offered a blessing for her re-election. Today's resolution says that community members are concerned about the implications of Mayor Woodward accepting support from Matt Shea. An investigation into Shea found he is engaged in domestic terrorism. The resolution states that the people of Spokane deserve leadership with the highest standards of integrity, empathy, and respect for all, regardless of their background or beliefs. The council meeting is at 6 o'clock this evening.
All right, we're going to turn our attention, our first alert weather, to the Doppler radar. We've seen some showers coming through the Spokane area. It's been a brief stay. Now it's into Deer Park and Newport. We're going to see those continue to decrease, but another band of rain is coming in later on today. 75 our high today, 78 into Coeur d'Alene. We're going to see, again, those temperatures continue to climb up nicely. Air quality is in moderate, should probably stay there for the day. But that first chance of more steady rain coming in 7 o'clock or so.
You may have killed these 14 dogs, but we're not going anywhere.
Yesterday, a crowd gathered on Trent Avenue to protest what it claims are unethical euthanasia cases at Spokane County Regional Animal Protection Services, or SCRAPS. Former volunteers and employees of SCRAPS say the practices surrounding euthanasia are not up to standard, and now the city of Spokane is advocating for better treatment of animals. Council members Karen Stratton and Michael Cathcart are working to enact an ordinance to ensure animals at SCRAPS are euthanized only when necessary.
Spokane Public Schools is looking to hire more crossing guards. The district says it needs about 20 more guards to be fully staffed, helping the students navigate traffic, facing cars going faster than they should. Dan Johnson, the campus safety specialist for Spokane Public Schools, says the district needs them. Otherwise, teachers and administrators have to be pulled from their other duties to fill the need. SPS recommends going into your local neighborhood school's office if you're interested in applying.
In news for your health, today you can start ordering free at-home COVID tests again. The Department of Health and Human Services says U.S. households can order 4 free tests at covidtest.gov, and they'll be delivered for free by the U.S. Postal Service.
Badminton Junior Championship kicks off this weekend. Take a look at your screen for some details on that event. The event will start September 25th to October 8th. At the podium, 400 athletes travel from more than 50 countries to compete. 9 competition courts and 10 warm-up courts. And this event will generate over $5 million in tourism spending here in the city of Spokane. If you need more information regarding the Badminton World Junior Championship, visit KXLY.com. These players will compete in team competition during the first week and individually the second week. Reporting from the podium, Ariel Drayton, 4 News Now.
All right, 2 years ago, a car crash destroyed a Dutch Bros coffee stand and sent several employees to the hospital. After about a month of rebuilding, that stand on 4th and Freya is set to reopen this Wednesday. The day of the grand reopening, all drinks will be $1 off. Dutch Bros will donate that $1 from every drink sold to the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Community Center.
We have been watching the construction of the downtown Spokane Stadium and bringing you the latest updates. Well, now, as you see, the turf is down, lines painted. One Spokane Stadium is nearly ready for its first games this Thursday. We're all excited for the field to come alive. There will be an official ribbon-cutting ceremony tomorrow morning at 11. This is just one of the grand opening events commemorating the years of construction and planning that went into that stadium.
All right, Monday Night Football is going to take over our airwaves again at 4 o'clock this afternoon when the Eagles take on the Bucks. So you can catch special editions of 4 News Now before the game at 3 and after at 8. Final check of weather next.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
What I want people to know about New America's involvement is that it's genuine.
I work at a company that supports the community because we're a part of it.
It's important to give back to the community you live in.
We are truly here to help, and we're passionate about it.
Your whole health is more than what you find at the doctor's office because it's all around you. The food you eat, what makes you happy, and what keeps you up at night. The place you call home. It's why we created a health insurance company that considers so much more. WellPoint, your whole health is our whole point.
You know that feeling of having to rewash dishes that didn't get clean? I don't.
Cascade Platinum Plus with double the Dawn grease fighting power and double the scrubbing power for a no rewash clean and a cabinet ready shine. Upgrade to Cascade Platinum Plus. Dare to dish differently.
All right, good morning, everybody. There's a live look outside again. The light rain that we saw for about 45 minutes has moved out, continues to make its way north, and we are going to see today temperatures that are going to warm up nicely. I mean, we're going to be at 60 at 10 o'clock. We're going to be in the low to mid 70s all afternoon. The chance of rain really increasing about 7, 8 o'clock tonight, taking us into Tuesday, and then we're going to see bands of rain coming through all the way through the end of the week. Weekend does look better, but 63 for the high on Tuesday. A normal high is 70. Wednesday, 10 degrees below average with a high of 60, and then upper 50s for the end of the week.
Okay, after today, things start getting real with fall, don't they?
Sure do. I can turn off my sprinklers.
Yeah, probably.
We'll see you throughout GMA. It starts now.